Hello, hi, and welcome to another video dito sa Mimita Chinita channel. And for today's video, I'll be talking about 5 things that I should have known before I became a content creator. So, ang dali-dali na ngayong maging content creator. Ang dami-dami na rin digital creator sa Facebook. Gumagawa na ng reels yung mga tao. It's also easy to monetize. Makareceive na sila ng stars. Magkaroon na sila ng maraming followers. Okay na sila sa Facebook. And same goes with TikTok. Gumawa lang sila ng short videos. Magpakita lang ng mga pagkain. Minsan nga iba dyan gumagawa na lang ng mga parang, or kumukuha na nga lang ng shots ng controversial topic or yung mga niche like pageants, showbiz. Tapos yun, pwede na sila makakuha ng mga followers. So, dahil sa napakadali na ngayon, ang dami na. And, ang kaso nga lang, yung iba, may mga na-realize at the latter part na hindi pala ganun ka bilis at kalaki yung kita agad-agad. And that's one of my realization. So, I am creating this video to share kung ano yung mga natutunan ko kasi sobrang tagal ko ng content creator. Like, I've tried a lot of things. I've become a vlogger, gumagawa ng shorts, and meron din naman ako mga behind the scenes like content writer, copywriter, mga ganong bagay. Kasi ang dami talagang pwedeng pagkakitaan. Kailangan lang talaga alam mo, and you really have to watch this video. Tip number 1. So, akala ko noon may cellphone na ako, so it's just easy, diba? Ang dali na. Hindi ko man lang kailangan maging sobrang galing mag-edit kasi nga, most of the videos that I create is just talking heads, diba? So, hindi man kailangan ng maraming pautot doon, cinematography, effects, mga ganyang bagay. And, tama naman. Pero kasi, the problem is, mas maganda kung meron kang camerang mas maganda, kung dalawa at least yung camera mo. Kasi ngayon, ang maganda pala na the way that you take videos is using your back camera rather than the front camera. Kaso kasi ako, mas gusto ko na front camera pa rin. Kasi mas nakikita ko how I register. Diba? Kasi yung naka-back cameras, pag tayo mo mamaya, kuda ka ng kuda, hindi pa, may mga parte ka palang hindi nagustuhan sa ayos mo. Diba? Kahit na sinet mo siya ng maayos, pero when you sit there, when you're talking there, iba pala yung dating. So, at least, pag naka-front camera, I can glance to myself every once in a while. Kaya ganun pa rin yung preference ko. Pero, ayun nga, maganda rin na meron kang magandang mic. I used to have this mic. Ano pala yung isang video, meron akong ginamit na mic. Pero, hindi masyadong maganda yung ano niya. Basta merong something na hindi masyadong maganda sa kanya. I know how to fix that. Pero, yon, it really helps kung you have some things that will elevate your content creation. So, at least magandang tripod, magandang mic. Siguro hindi man kailangan yung mamahalin, pero yung maganda lang. And then, yun nga, cameras at least. Tip number 2, don't pressure yourself on finding a niche. Yes, kapag nanood ka talaga ng maraming videos for beginners, if you're starting to be, whether it's a blogger, or kahit anong content creator, diba? Yun ang palaging sinasabi. Kailangan meron kang niche, meron kang niche, meron kang niche. Totoo naman talaga yon. Pero what I have learned is that it's also much effective kung, hindi ko masasabing ang gawin mo ay yung parang parang throw the spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. In a way, it's effective kasi mas nakikita mo kung ano yung mas gusto ng audience mo. Pero when you begin, at least have an idea kung sino yung audience mo. Kahit yun man lang. And then, if you want to do any type of a niche just to see kung saan sila magkiklik, then I think that has worked for other creators. I can name Vanessa Lau. Sinabi na niya sa isa niyang video na dati she just started creating videos kung ano yung mga ginugusto ng millennials, pero wala talaga siyang specific niche until napadpad siya sa social media business. Hanggang sa yun na yung naging nung mas finocus pa niya yung niche niya. Yun yung napansin niya na mas pinapanood ng kanyang audience. So I guess ganun din dapat. Kasi ako, kung mapapansin nyo, I started creating product reviews, which is, it was really helpful for me to get views, to get subscribers. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo yung videos ko ngayon, kumpara talaga na nag-umpisa siya, mas successful talaga siya ng beginning. Pero, I've been creating contents way back, starting my YouTube channel. Kahit bago pa sumikat ang mga Camille ko, meron na akong vlog back then. And, yeah, meron akong blogspot, nagkaroon na rin ako ng Tumblr. Siguro the reason why it was not successful is, it has something to do with, tip number 1, kasi nga, at least man lang, di ba, magkaroon ka ng magandang pictures. Kasi ako, looking back sa mga lumang posts, and kung nakita niyo yung pinakaunang vlog ni Camille ko, it was just like a white background. Hindi man lang siya aesthetic, like literal white background lang siya. Pero, ang ganda ng mga pictures niya, and I think it would have helped if I had, kahit hindi mamahaling camera, kahit digital camera man lang, or a smartphone na maganda yung quality ng pictures, that would have helped. And in connection to tip number 2, siguro that time, it was not very clear for me kung sino yung audience ko, and I was just creating contents based on a niche for the month, kasi I was really trying to figure things out. So, siguro the important thing here is, kailangan kasi mag-start ka na, kasi kung hindi ka rin mag-start, kung masyado ka stuck sa planning, it will also be detrimental for you. So, it's better for you to start, but at the same time, do not pressure yourself in, I should only be creating this type of videos. What if, along the way, ma-realize mo na hindi ka talaga pang social media contents, pang ano ka pala talaga, traveling, ganun, or baka na masyado mo rin pinipilit yung traveling, wala ka na palang pera, tapos hindi na naman ganun ano yung payoff niya, kumbaga hindi niya may even out yung nagagastos mo. So, it also is detrimental for you. Kaya, ang masabi ko lang, create what you can, kung ano yung kaya mong i-afford, and also what you love. Don't pressure yourself on finding a niche. And, number 3. So, I should have known. Akala ko nang dati kapag nang-monetize na ako sa YouTube, ay limpak-limpak na pera nakikitain ko. But no, talaga palang, ano lang siya, pennies. And I guess that would have been the reason why, kahit na maganda yung performance ng YouTube channel ko back then when I was just creating reviews, it's because na-realize ko, I'm buying all these products and I only earn this much. Hindi pa ako nakapag-pay out. So, if that is really not your passion, then, ang ending, or wag natin sabihin na hindi mo siya passion, pero kapag ako kasi business-minded ako, so, kahit na gusto kong gumawa ng videos on reviews, the fact that I have to spend this much, and then, hindi ko naman pala siya regular na gagamitin kasi meron akong normal na shampoos na ginagamit, normal na products na ginagamit. For me, I saw it as, I'm not just gonna continue doing it. So, I guess, when someone starts to create contents for the money, you have to remember na unti-unti lang kikitain mo yun sa umpisa. Lalo pa kung hindi ka kilala. And, if you are still working while you are doing all of this content creation, please do not quit your job. Just continue to do what you love when you create contents, at the same time lower your expectations. Tip number 4. There are a lot of opportunities, and just really have to find which one will work for you. So, what does it mean? Kasi lahat ng tao ngayon, they just want to create videos, kasi feeling nila yung kumikita sa TikTok, yun yung meron sa FB Reels and stuff. And the reality is, that may be true, pero the question is that gonna be applicable for you? Is that something na gusto mong gawin? Kasi nga, it will always boil down to, gusto mo bang gawin yun? Kasi if you don't like what you're doing, in the long run, you will eventually stop doing it. And parang mababaliwala yung mga una mong paghihirap. Kung ganun rin lang naman ang magiging ending. Eto na, tip number 5. So, sa tip number 5, it can mean a lot of things, pero focus. Focus on one thing. Once you find what will work for you, just stick to it. Same goes with the social media platforms. Like, if you are more comfortable using Facebook instead of forcing yourself to use TikTok just because everyone is there, then then don't. So, I hope sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lang dyan na maging content creator, sa mga nagre-revive ng kanilang content creator careers, I hope you find this video very knowledgeable and valuable. And I hope to see you on the next one. See ya! Bye!